Om Sri Sai Ram, my dear students. Now we are coming to the concluding part of the grammar session on active voice and passive voice. If you remember, in our last session, we had given you a few assignments. Is it not so? So I take this opportunity to provide the answers for those questions which were given to you in the last session. The first question: convert the following into passive voice. Convert the following into passive voice. The first one was, Mukul will help me. I repeat, Mukul will help me. Passive voice, I will be helped by Mukul. I will be helped by Mukul. The second question was, Gopi broke the cup. Gopi broke the cup. Transposition. The cup was broken, past participle, by Gopi. The cup was broken by Gopi. Third, Hari helps the boys. Hari helps the boys. The boys are helped by Hari. The boys are helped by Hari. Next question. The cat drank the milk, past tense. The cat drank the milk. So, the milk was, past participle, drunk by the cat. The milk was, past participle, drunk by the cat. The fifth question was, the government nationalized the banks in 1970. The government nationalized the banks in 1970. Answer. The banks were nationalized. The banks were nationalized in 1970. You can ask me a question here, sir, the government, by the government, that is not necessary. As we have already discussed in our previous session, I'm sure you remember that. Sometimes the agent will be silent. After by plus, that will be absent. The agent will be absent. This is a clear example of that, because logic, reasoning, simple logic and reasoning, that is, banks can be nationalized only by the government. It goes without saying. So, the agent is silent over here. The next one is, people speak Hindi all over India. People speak Hindi all over India. Here, we are answering like this. Hindi is spoken all over India. Here also, you find that by people it is omitted because it goes without saying that Hindi can be spoken only by people. That's the reason. So the agent is rather not present here. Hindi is spoken all over India. Next one. Next, the question is, we advised the patients of coronavirus to wear a mask. I think you should be remembering that question. We advise the patients of coronavirus to wear a mask. Okay. Answer. The patients of coronavirus were asked to wear a mask. That's enough. By the rest of the thing is not necessary. The agent is not necessary. The patients of coronavirus were asked to wear a mask or were advised to wear a mask. Both ways. Okay. Next one also is slightly tricky that way. They pay me monthly. They can be taken to mean the organization. It can be taken to mean the disbursing, the people who are paying the money, disbursing officers. They pay me monthly. Answer. I am paid monthly. That is enough. Agent is not necessary. I am paid monthly. Is it very clear? Is it clear? Next one. The question is, Dr. Samuel Johnson compiled first English dictionary. Dr. Samuel Johnson compiled first English dictionary. Okay. The first English dictionary was compiled, past participle, by Dr. Samuel Johnson. The first English dictionary was compiled by Dr. Samuel Johnson. Then the next question. I always service my car at this service station. I always service my car at this service station. Answer. My car is always serviced at this service station. My car is always serviced. Did you take note of that? That is the past participle. My car is always serviced at this service station. Is it clearly understood now? Now we have provided a few more assignments in the form of exercises. I should be happy to discuss them rather than giving it over to you to do by yourself, because we may not have another session on active and passive voice. So here, convert into active voice. What is it? Repeat with me. That's convert into active voice. So this automatically is given in passive. We need to convert that. That is the test. The door was, past participle, opened by whom? Rama. Is it the present tense or past tense? It is past tense. Rama opened the door. Rama opened the door. You would be interested to note that the past participle and past tense are same. They are same here. Next one. We were invited to his house. We were invited to his house. Here, the agent is silent. Somebody must invite us, is it not so? Is it not so? We were invited to his house by him. But that is not there. So we must proceed from there. That is, he invited us to his house. We were invited to his house. He invited us to his house. Next one. That also is a teaser. The thief was arrested. We have discussed this in our previous session. The thief was arrested. Answer will be, the police arrested the thief. Did we mention the police here? It was omitted. Reason is that the agent is not necessarily to be mentioned there. Agent is not necessarily to be mentioned there. Who can arrest? Logic. Police alone can arrest. So we should write, you see, the police arrested the thief. Are you with me? It's clear? Okay, next one. The boy was bitten by a dog. What is it? The boy was bitten by a dog. Active. A dog bit the boy. A dog bit the boy. Is it clear? Next one. Bhajans were sung by the students. Bhajans were sung by the students. The students sang bhajans because it is in the past tense. So tense has to be same. So the students sang bhajans. Next one is convert into passive voice. What is that? Convert into passive voice. Clear? We appreciate your courtesy. What is the voice here? The voice is active voice. Is it not so? Okay. We appreciate your courtesy. Convert. Your courtesy is appreciated by us. Your courtesy is appreciated. Your courtesy is appreciated by us. And sometimes even if you remove this by us, it's okay. Your courtesy is appreciated. Next one. Prem has written the letter. See, it has come to present continuous. You see now, Prem has written, sorry, it is a present perfect, no? So, Prem has written the letter has been. It is present perfect, so the letter has been written by Prem. The letter has been. Prem has written. Okay, it is present perfect, so the letter has been written by Prem. Is it okay? Clear? Next one. The physician will prescribe the medicine. Future. The medicine will be prescribed by the physician. The medicine will be prescribed by the physician. Is it very clear? Next one. The DEO inspected the school. Convert. The DEO inspected, past tense. So the school was inspected by the DEO. The school was inspected by the DEO. Is it clear? Next one. The waiters served the refreshment. What is it? The waiters served the refreshment. Served. It's past tense. So the refreshment was served by the waiters. The refreshment was served by the waiters. Clear? Next one. Who taught cycling to the women of Pudukkottai? This is coming in our text. And this is how questions will come to you in examination papers, because they take it directly from the textbook only. So, who taught cycling to the women of Pudukkottai? You are familiar with this. So, what we should, it's a question. What did we learn then? That if your active voice is with a question tag, passive also must be with a question. By whom? By whom was cycling taught to the women of Pudukkottai? By whom was cycling taught to the women of Pudukkottai? Is it very clear? Now, this format is very popular in the question papers. In your question papers, this format is very popular. So, we will have a look at it. Fill in the blanks with the right form of verb. Fill in the blanks with the right form of verb. The prince agreed. The prince agreed to show mercy, and so the matter, agreed, past tense. So the matter was arranged. The prince agreed to show mercy, and so the matter was arranged. By whom? That is not mentioned. Agent is not mentioned here. Next one. There was a small lockup where people dash keep temporarily. Temporarily. It is past tense. There was a small lockup where people were kept temporarily. There was a small lockup, past tense, where people were kept temporarily. You are with me? Next one. The child dash frightened by the noise. The child was frightened. Same. The child was frightened by the noise. The work dash do by you. The work was done by you. The work was done by you. Next one. The window dash break by Radha. The window was broken by Radha. The window was broken by Radha. It is in continuation, okay? In the toy kingdom, a council dash call to consider the matter. Here, you are using the tense, or you are using the right tense here because of your familiarity with the text, because this is taken from the text. So it is past, that in the toy kingdom a council was called. In the kingdom a council was called to consider the matter. Again from the, see, from the text only, okay. A fence dash build, correct form you must use, around Tamana's land by Basavaya. A fence was built, B-U-I-L-T. A fence was built around Tamana's land by Basavaya. Is it clear? Next one. Tamana dash advice by his supporters. Passive is very clear. Tamana was advised. Tamana was advised by his supporters. The women of Pudukkottai liberate by Arivoli Yakam. The women of Pudukkottai were liberated. The women were liberated by Arivoli Yakam. Then, empowerment of women. Empowerment of women. Who promoted? Sheila Rani Chunkat. It is from the text. You know that because you are familiar with that. Is it not so? One person. So, the empowerment of women was promoted by Sheila Rani Chunkat. Empowerment of women. The empowerment was promoted by one person, Sheila Rani Chunkat. Now, these are the exercises that we wish to discuss today, and it is a concluding session also. So, I must tell you a few things, my dear children. See, we make mistakes. It is natural to make mistakes. Do not feel guilty about that. Do not feel guilty about that. First and foremost thing, you forgive yourself. Please, you forgive yourself. You feel bad, that is okay, because a mistake was committed, that should be there. But it should not be going to the extent of being guilty. It should not be going to the extent of being guilty, you see. No. You forgive yourself. Then remedy the error by constant practice and prove yourself. Then move up and progress well. Here, before we wind up the session, I request you to kindly permit me to share a piece of life story with you. When I was a young boy, this lesson was taught in my class for the first time, and I remember those times. The teacher was helping all of us with plenty of exercises like this. Suddenly, the teacher turned to me and asked me a question. The question was this. The teacher scolded the boy. The teacher scolded the boy. Convert that into passive. Without proper understanding and sense, I blurted out. The boy scolded the teacher. What did I say? The boy scolded the teacher. I was chased out of the class. I still remember that. Next day, I entered the class nervously, but there was no one in the class. Only the teacher was there. Only my teacher was there. She called me to her side and then told me, you see, I was cross with you for two reasons yesterday. I was cross with you for two reasons yesterday. One, you gave an incorrect answer without applying your mind. You gave an incorrect answer without applying your mind. Number two, Your answer was disrespectful. The sentence was disrespectful. Your answer was disrespectful. I naturally pleaded with the teacher. I said, "Dear ma'am, it was only a sentence." The teacher held my hand and told me, "My dear one, you ought not have been disrespectful and unrighteous even in a stray sentence. Rather, you shouldn't have been disrespectful and unrighteous even in a stray sentence." My dear friends, I lowered my head with submission. That was the day I learned the grammar of my life. With this, we conclude this grammar session on active and passive. Thank you very much.